Look at the comments under any viral pet video right now. He looks so happy. She's living her best life. This dog is literally me on Mondays. Now look at the dog. Not the caption, not the upbeat music, not the owner's smiling face in the corner of the frame. Look at the dog itself. The whites showing at the edges of its eyes, the stiff posture, the ears pressed flat, the way it keeps looking sideways at whatever it is afraid of, while the camera stays on its face and the views climb toward 1 million. Wildlife biologists have a name for what those eyes are showing. They call it whale eye. It means the animal is scared and cannot leave. The video has 4.3 million likes. The caption says he loves this. He does not love this. The pet influencer industry is worth billions of dollars. That is not a figure of speech. The average value of a pet influencer post for brands was $1,719 from March 2024 to 2025. Nala, a shelter cat with 4.5 million Instagram followers, makes approximately £12,000 per post and has a net worth estimated at £80 million. Pet e-commerce is on track to grow from $73.4 billion in 2025 to $108.50 billion by 2030. Nearly 2/3 of pet owners follow at least one pet influencer on social media. The reason brands invest in pets, specifically, rather than human influencers, is documented in peer-reviewed research. A 2025 study published in the Journal of Advertising. Research found that consumers trust pet influencers more than human influencers, not just for their cuteness, but because they are perceived as more sincere. The dog cannot lie. The dog cannot be bought. The dog, in the viewer's mind, is authentic proof that whatever it is enjoying the food, the toy, the brand is genuinely good. Except the dog does not know what a brand deal is, and it definitely did not sign one. Here is what the industry does not want you to look at. In a 2021 review of more than 2,000 videos of animals, the Social Media Animal Cruelty Coalition found that nearly 40% contained instances of abuse, not minor discomfort, not a slightly annoyed cat. Abuse, 40%. The abuses are not always dramatic. Most are not. Most are the quiet, accumulated stress of an animal that is being used as a content production unit without any mechanism to consent, refuse, or stop. The hashtag #BARKAT your dog trend involved getting up close to a dog's face, barking loudly, and filming the reaction. Critics say this frightens the dog, or makes it confused, thinking it had done something wrong, and that both reactions caused the dog to feel unsafe in its own home. There are videos of dogs performing the bunny hop walking on hind legs, presented as adorable tricks. Content creator Adria Boric, who creates pet content herself, has pointed out that this movement can indicate hip dysplasia, a condition that is aggravated by forcing the animal into unnatural walking positions. The comment section calls it cute. The dog's hips are being damaged by performing it. There are fake rescue videos, animals placed in manufactured dangerous situations and then filmed being saved. There are videos of animals dressed in costumes that restrict movement. Videos of cats being startled repeatedly for reaction content. Videos of dogs being fed things they should not eat because the owner needed a funny moment. Ashley Frenette, director of social media at PETA, said, "The last thing animals need is an industry that treats them as a dress-up doll or a TikTok prop, using them for money. The industry is worth billions. The animal gets kibbled and does not understand why its life now involves strangers watching." Here is the honest version, because this is not a simple story. The majority of pet content creators are not abusers. Most people filming their dogs genuinely love them. Most viral pet videos show animals that are fine, relaxed, playful, comfortable. Nala, the cat worth an estimated £80 million, appears by all accounts to be a well-cared-for animal living an extremely comfortable life that happens to include professional photography. The problem is not that pet content exists. The problem is that a multi-billion-dollar industry has grown up around animals who cannot advocate for themselves, with no regulatory framework, no welfare standards, no third-party oversight, and no mechanism for the audience to distinguish between a dog that is genuinely happy and a dog that is performing stress while its owner counts the brand deal money. Content creator Adria Barrick put it this way: people need to be looking at what the dog is doing, and not just going by the text on the screen or what you're being told the dog is doing. Sometimes their behavior actually shows something opposite to that. That is the entire problem compressed into one sentence. You're being told what to feel by the caption. The animal is telling you something different with its body, And because the industry has trained you to look at the cuteness and not the stress signals, most of the time you do not notice. There are things the industry could do and currently does not. Mandatory animal welfare certifications for accounts above certain follower thresholds. The way food brands require safety inspections. Platform-level detection of known stress indicators in pet video content. Reporting mechanisms that allow veterinarians to flag content showing animals in distress without requiring a formal animal cruelty complaint. Age restrictions on how young an animal can be when it begins content production, because the younger the animal starts, the more normalized the production environment becomes before it has developed the behavioral vocabulary to communicate discomfort clearly. None of these exist. No major social media platform has implemented meaningful animal welfare standards for pet content. TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube all prohibit explicit animal cruelty content that would constitute a criminal offense in most jurisdictions. Below that threshold, the space is entirely unregulated. Between this animal is being beaten on camera and this animal is clearly stressed, but nobody is hitting it. There is an enormous gray zone where billions of dollars are being made and no standards apply. The next time you watch a pet video, do one thing before you like it. Look at the animal's eyes. Are they soft and relaxed? Pupils normal? Gaze loose? That animal is probably fine. That video is probably fine. Enjoy it. Are the whites showing at the edges? Is the gaze fixed on something off camera with the kind of intensity that means it cannot leave but wants to? Is the body stiff? The posture rigid? The ears not where relaxed ears go? Is the animal doing something that does not look like something it chose? That animal is telling you something the caption is not. Viewers can see things like the dog looking away from whatever it is scared of, or whale eye when you see the whites on the sides of their eyes. Usually that's because they're keeping their eye on what they're scared of. Comments read the slow increase in the fear in his eyes. Another, he looks concerned, but he's so cute. Another, more bluntly, they all look terrified in these. The audience already knows. They are just choosing the cute over the fear. The industry is counting on that choice. It has built $1 billion business on it. You do not have to stop watching pet content. You do not have to stop loving it. You just have to look at it clearly. The dog does not know what TikTok is. It knows whether it feels safe. And right now, in $1 billion industry with no welfare standards and no oversight, whether it feels safe depends entirely on one person, the one holding the camera. Some of them deserve the trust the animal places in them. Some of them are watching the view count go up. Share this if it made you look differently at the next pet video in your feed. Subscribe, because every week, the true stories are the ones that change how you see something you were already watching.